Well, hello there, all. Cashmagnet Guru coming at you, nice and late tonight. Oops. My Alexa is having some issues. So she did not tell me what time it was. Actually, she didn't remind me what time it was. I had an alarm set for about 5 minutes ago. So hopefully this show goes a little better. And there's Just for Fun. How you doing there, little buddy? And Brian, how you doing, Brian? I don't know how many we're going to get tonight. Usually, I didn't get the reminders sent out. Because, of course, I had no idea what time it was earlier either. So, we're gonna see how this goes. I'm not completely ready, just so you know. I gotta do a couple of things really quick, like. So I'm gonna have a little fun while I'm gonna do some multitasking. So, where is everybody from? Where are you guys from? It's kind of funny. I occasionally get emails from people asking questions, which is perfectly fine. I'm all good with that. And so I just kind of get curious where people are all from. A guy from Nigeria had just emailed me last week, and I thought that was super cool. A guy from Portugal had emailed me about getting Josh, my tech guy, to do a setup for him, and I thought that was super cool. The guy from Nigeria was having problems running some apps, and that's one thing I really don't know much about is how the apps work outside of the US. I know somewhat with the UK because I talk to a couple of guys from the UK quite often. So that part's really cool. So I enjoy finding out where, everybody's from. Looks like Brian, your Steelers. Garrett needs to get suspended next season too. Yeah, man, he about ripped Rudy's head right off. That was insane. Yeah, I was having some cocktails at a local bar when that happened, and of course, I got all my Steelers stuff on. So yeah, that was boy, that was just nuts. It didn't help Rudolph play any better either, which sucks. So, Just for Fun's from Texas. I know we got a few guys that watch the show that they're from Texas. So, well, you know what? We're not going to have very many people here tonight, it looks like. So, what we're going to do, we're going to have a little scavenger hunt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to name. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go through the show, and so you got to pay very, very, very close attention because I'm going to ask 5 things during the show. Or I'm gonna mention 5 different things during the show, and then I'm gonna ask 5 questions at the end of the show. And the first person who gets it right, you gotta. This is a pretty big part here. The first person that gets it right, what I'm going to do is they're going to give me their Cashmagnet referral code, and I am going to enter that into one of my new accounts. Now, so right now I have 5 different accounts. Actually, I have 6, but one of them only has one phone on it. So, and that's a referral that I'm not even sure what I'm going to do with that, because it actually has a bunch of secondary referrals on it. And my 2 old accounts, it was a buddy of mine. I was actually referring to him. Well, he decided he's not going to do Cashmagnet, so I'm gonna talk to him. Well, I've already talked to him and said, well, I can pull referrals from accounts, which is nice. I talked to Cashmagnet about that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give away one of the accounts tonight. It's one of the smaller ones. So on my accounts, I have one with 12. Actually, I have 2 with 12. So one of the 12s I'm going to give away tonight. I have 2 with 20. And then I have my big one that has 40 or I think maybe it's 39 on it. Maybe one of the accounts is 11, and then my big one is 40. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give away one of those tonight. I'm going to give away another one once we hit 800 subscribers. Then I'm going to give another one away once we hit 900 subscribers. And then I'm going to give another one away at 950. And then the last one I'm going to give away will be at 1,000 subscribers. And the 1,000 subscriber one, that will be the big one. That'll be the one where I'll give away my big account. So I don't really know how much they earn. I really don't. So that being said, so it's going to be a scavenger hunt. So pay close attention to Sorry, I muted myself. So basically, the first person that gets all 5 of the questions right will get the referral. Will get my referral, or get me to put in my referral. So that being said, we will kind of get started on this. Am I making sense? Does everybody understand that a little bit? So, we got Trader Geo. Yeah, Brian. Yeah, he could have really hurt Rudolph. Yeah, he really could have. Yeah. My Steelers went down in flames last night, but that was probably the craziest thing I've ever seen with Myles Garrett. Just his cheese just slid off his cracker. I don't know what happened to him. I mean, he's not a dirty player. So it was just weird. But so there it is. The Steelers are bad, or they were last night. So, Rashawn to say, Rashawn, go Eagles, boo, boo. So one thing I will mention about the accounts is, you know, somebody's going to get it tonight, but you're not going to be eligible to get another one. I'll tell you what, there's only 6. So, you know, if you don't want to be eligible, you know, well, let me know. If you want to pass up one of these 12s and take your shot at getting the 20 or the 40, you know, let me know. Okay, that being said, I did revamp the automation a bit, and what I had problems with, and I still kind of have some issues with it, is my phones aren't the same time on all of them, so it's actually causing issues. So I'm gonna go over this real quick, and I did a little video. I got another video. Let me see if that's uploaded or if it failed. No, it's still uploading. I don't. I'm a little lost. There we go. Make sure there's no sound. Okay. So this is the Cashmagnet automation, you know, that Sean and $100 did a lot of work on. You know, more $100, but Sean made some modifications, and I'm not using Sean's anymore. I went back to $100, and I did put the link down below in the video description. So if you want to take a look at that. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at this real quick. I'm gonna try to. I need to do this slower. So what's different about this compared? I think the other one's just fine. It was the same way too. So we added a different cleaner. For it, and the cleaner, or the app kill, so it kills the running apps, which is, you know, that's one of our biggest issues, and you got to be careful when you're doing that, because you can easily move those blocks around. Now so I'm gonna hit the wrong ones here. So what I'm gonna show you is you know, that's what the inside of these different blocks look like. Okay, now here's the one. So what this is going to be for is, I believe, I can't remember exactly which one this is, but I think the one that I linked below, I think it's for the Aristo 2s. So for this to work on my LG G5, I actually had to change it. So when you're into this is the cache here. This is the block to clear the cache. So the difference between the Aristo 2 and the LG G5 is the Aristo 2 says when it pulls up, and I'll show a video of this actually in action. So the thing is, when it hits the clear the cache, one says clear and the other one says okay. So I actually had have to have multiple files for it. You know, one that says the clear and the other one that says okay. And you gotta be exact. So you see where it says okay, those have to be capitalized, both of them. Oh, I didn't put the download link down? Okay. Give me a second. I could have swore I did that. Let me get to that here. Oh, I didn't, did I? Oh. There you go. Okay, hopefully you get the link there now. Okay. So there you go. That's one thing that you have to change. Maybe, depending on your phones. Now, I'm not going to tell you this works on every phone because it doesn't. Now, I do need to tell you, and I didn't show you in this one. Let me see if that other video is downloaded. The other video is actually better. No, it's still downloading. And I don't know if it's going to download. The other thing that you have to do is you have to change. You'll have to go in there and change. You'll have to go in there and change your login. And I want to say it's number 22, but I'm not positive. I really wish that other one would download. So you might have to do a little searching for it. So when you log into Cashmagnet, it's not your email, it's the name that appears on there. You'll have to change it in the file. And I am planning on doing a standalone version of this. But see, did you see how fast that was? I'll actually roll that back. So what it's doing here, right here, it's just shutting down the apps that are running. And this is pretty fast, just because there weren't really many apps running. Now it's waiting to load to clear the cache. It already did it. It was that fast. So in that split second, it dumped the cache, the system cache, and it dumped the Cashmagnet data. Both of those are essential. I mean, and that's why we're doing it. So it cleared both those, bam, like that. So I've been dealing with or using Cashmagnet since July 2018, and it's always had some bugs to it. It always has, and so it's been a bit frustrating. A year and a half dealing with bugs. It's been a little frustrating. So, but it is what it is. And like right here, I'm not doing anything with this phone. That's all automation right there. It's all doing it on its own. This macro is running it all there. Well, one thing I did though was I pulled out the start. So as you'll see, I tap the start and then it does the other two taps. I don't know if you were able to catch that real quick because it was pretty fast. But you can put the start back in. But you know, I leave it out because I want to manually be around and start my phones. Because sometimes they don't always work so good. So, but we'll see. We'll see. On that part. And if you wanted to put the start in there and have it totally automated, you could just go back and grab my video from last week, and you'll see well, the link in the description from last week's video, or a few days ago's video, that will have the other one in it. So you could just see how to do the start in that other one, and just combine them, basically. Hopefully that makes some sense. Joe is in the house. Joe, what I don't know if you caught the first part, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually get somebody else's referral, and I'm going to put one of my Cashmagnet accounts on it. Hey there, Scott. How's it going? Yo, it's there now. Just exit and re-enter. Do you have to use launcher 3? I don't know. I think so. I think you have to use the launcher 3. Scott, Cashmagnet, 85K. Actually, that's just silliness that I have $87 sitting in there. I usually try to cash out at 50. My main account has my big account has, I think, $140 something in it, because, or $150, because I keep forgetting to cash out. Scott Thomas, Cashmagnet was making $2 to $3 a day, past 3 months or longer, making $1.50 a day, and I even do a lot of downloads. Are you cleaning your phone every day, Scott? Are you dumping the data every day? I mean, that's hugely important. Does it auto pop up Cashmagnet? Yes. So when this runs, the only interaction I'm having with it is when I start the flow. You know, when I first started out, and then when I hit the start button. I mean, that's it. I'm having no interaction with it. That's it. So once it starts, the only interaction I should ever have with this phone is just hitting the start button once a day. And like at the bottom of, let me roll this back a little bit. So all these blocks, this is called a flow. And they're attached with these lines that are called fibers. And I didn't show it all, and I apologize. But like clear at the very bottom is where you change the time that you want it to run. Jack, you don't have to use the launcher 3. Just change the app in foreground. I don't know. Oh, foreground block to whatever launcher you use. Okay. I actually like the launcher 3. It's less cluttered. Before I never cleared data and was making 80 plus a month. Then it just changed and was running the same phones. The earnings just dropped, but I will start to clear data. Well, see, Scott, if you actually use this macro, this will clear the data for you. And I like $100, he runs that macro 4 times a day, like every 6 hours. For me, I find that overkill, but you know, I see why he does it. So, oh yeah, I was gonna. Sorry, I'm a little convoluted here. So, oh, I just showed you. Okay, here's a really hugely important thing here. Okay, the log file, you have to shut that log file off. It accumulates a ton of data, and I think it has something to do with how the flow is set up. I think there's a little bug in the flow. So make sure you turn the logging off. That is hugely important. Because you'll find out. I'll tell you, putting this on 104 phones was really tough to do. It took a lot of time. Very, very, very time consuming. So, I mean that's it. So just change it, hit start, and when you run it the first time, it's gonna have you do a whole bunch of different permissions on it. You also in the app shut, which I really wish that other video would have already uploaded. I'm frustrated with that. But in the app shut, you have to go in and make an exception, and you'll kind of understand that. You have to make an exception for automate. Have to do that. Otherwise, the app shut will shut off automate, and then it will stop. So you have to do that. If I am using Android 7, do I have to change any setting on the LG G5 Sprint? Just for fun, you might have to. I can't remember which one of those files I linked. You might have to do what I was showing, where you have to change that clear to OK, and you'll definitely have to change your login name, and it's scheduled to clean it at 4 p.m. every day right now. Scott Thomas, you have 104 phones. Oh, well, actually, I have more than that. That's just on Cashmagnet. Let me see if I can. I don't think I took any pictures of my setup, since I redid my setup a little bit too, and I added more shelves. Give me a minute here, and I will see. I don't. My wires are a pretty big disaster too. I bought those 2 new 2 new charging stations, charging hubs, and they were great. You know, they're expensive, very expensive. I keep getting sidetracked. I keep meaning to run this video. I'm sorry. So I'm having no interaction with the phone. This is all the macro doing it. This is all the macro doing it. So my video kind of sucks because my dog Finnegan was bugging me, which which he absolutely loves to do. And as a 10-year-old black lab pit bull, that is he still thinks he's a little puppy. What's the difference between level 2 and level 6? The amount you earn. And again, this is all automation. I'm not doing any of this. Affordable, profitable. I think you're new. Welcome. Scott Thomas, my S7 Active version 8. I got it to level 7, but it will not run. Yeah, Oreo's not gonna work. Sorry, man. I seriously, I would just put it on a put it on something else and buy another phone. I hate to tell you that, but what you're gonna have to do. Unless can you roll back those S7s? I was, for some reason, I didn't even think those were Oreo. So you might try that. There's Rashawn Penn. Rashawn's throwing up more video content. I like seeing that. Rashawn Penn. Hey, Big Me. Talking to Rashawn Desai. That's pretty funny. Affordable. Oh, you've been around? Okay, well, I hadn't seen you before, so glad to see you comment. Oh, it's AT&T. Yeah, I think AT&T does some stuff with their security on their phones, so you cannot roll them back. So, the accessibility for Cashmagnet, Jack, I don't really think that makes a difference. I don't think accessibility does anything anymore. Because it's not dealing with the browser. I think if I were to look at all my phones, I guarantee you, I'm pretty sure none of them have it running right now. So, oh, ow. Sorry, I guess I was a little clueless what was going on. So, there it is. Has anybody tried out the script? I think Just for Fun was messing around with it the last couple of days. Anybody else give this a whirl? Having any luck? Having any issues with it? Like I said, my biggest issue was the Honeygain, go away. Was my phones aren't all they're not all on the same time. Some of them are on East Coast time. Some of them are here Central. Living in Nebraska. I don't think any is on. I don't think any of them are Mountain or West Coast. Scott Thomas, will Cashmagnet think this auto cleaner is a hack? I asked them. I asked the CEO of Cashmagnet. I talked to him on Facebook. I asked him. He never gave me a response. He never said anything. So I don't think Cashmagnet would see it as any kind of a hack. And I've been playing around with Cashmagnet since, a year, 2018 July. And, I've, in all that time, I've never heard anybody be getting banned for it. Now, I don't think there's anything wrong with what this is doing. All this is doing is cleaning up your phone. That's all it's doing. With these, with the 32 gigabyte phones, like the LG G5s, I don't even think you need to clear the cache on those. But it's still in the, it's still in. So yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I really don't. Really don't. And I don't think, because he never said anything. He didn't go, oh, you can't automate that, or you can't automate that. He basically just ignored my question. So, which isn't uncommon for him to ignore my questions at times. Which really hurts my feelings. Sniffle, sniffle. Sorry, I'm just a tad bit thirsty. So hopefully, you guys will, check this out, and try it. And, let me know what you think. Well, affordable, what it's really doing is it's just clearing up your phone. It's not automating Cashmagnet, because how my macro is, the only thing it's doing is starting up Cashmagnet. I mean, it's not even starting. It's starting up the app. It's not even starting Cashmagnet itself. So it has almost no interaction with it. So you guys and ladies, you are paying close attention, right? Don't forget there's a scavenger hunt going on right now. Don't forget about that. So, because I'm going to get into that in about probably 10 minutes. Do you have a macro to get my lady to do dishes without complaining? Yeah. That's going to win you some good points there. That's going to win you some points there, Porky. So, that's a funny thing. You actually mentioned that. Since I actually started the keto diet, I really don't have a lot of dishes to do, because I don't eat breakfast now, and I don't eat lunch for the most part. I basically have some snacks in the afternoon. I was going to have some supper, but I forgot I actually had to do this podcast. Whoops. So yeah, another thing I was going to go over was, I think I told you guys, Honeygain, that if you all are having or going to get a setup like mine, with the 13 IPs, is you got to get a specific modem for it. You can't use the Hytron, and I'll give Josepher a ton of credit for that. He came up with the right one. Told me what his router was, or modem, what his modem was. Pitar? There's a new guy. Welcome. Hopefully I got your name right. Pitar? Oh, hopefully I'm not screwing that up. hey man, do you have some tips for Honeygain? I would Oh, you only have 7,000 after a few months. What are you running it on? Are you just running it on like one phone? Are you what I would suggest would be putting it on a PC or a laptop. Run it like on a PC or laptop. Two phones and a PC. Boy, you're not. What it works with is it doesn't work with your download speed. That's the biggest thing with Honeygain is it doesn't work with your download speed. It's your upload speed. So if your upload speed is terrible, which I'm going to assume, I'm going to kind of say that your speeds are probably terrible if you've been doing it for months and only made 7K. You see how much I'm making here. My earnings were down yesterday just because I wasn't home that much. So my phone's kind of died. But right now I have around 20 phones on it, spread across spread across I think all my IPs. And then I have my desktop, and I need to put it on my laptop, but I need to get that configured. Affordable's running 2 laptops and 2 phones. HSL, I'm pulling in $5 a day with Honeygain. Wow, holy cow, that's nice. What are you, HSL? There's a new person as well. I don't think I've seen your name before. Welcome. What's your setup, HSL? Scott Thomas, Honeygain is odd and kind of hard to get running right and earning good. I keep changing phones back and forth on my 2 routers, and they run back and then good. Depends on charging phones router to or depends on changing phones router to router. I think I would assume that your phones that are going to run on the 5 gigahertz the 5 gigahertz band would earn better. HSL, yep. From the UK, 1 phone, 2 PCs, more than happy. Wow, really? You must have some pretty awesome internet. I mean, geez, what do you have? 1 gig up? That's crazy. That's pretty crazy. With just 3 devices. Yeah, that's some nice money there. $150 just on Honeygain. Wow. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, $150. Geez, I was pretty happy with making 60 to 90. So, I think they added a faster earning boost in UK. Oh yeah, HT. I think you're right. That they added a earning boost in the UK. Yeah, I think I did remember hearing something about that. Okay. So was everybody paying attention through this whole show? We ready for the little scavenger hunt here? Okay, first person that gets these right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to name off the 5 questions. And then, so first person to put the correct 5 answers into the chat wins. Okay. Oh, HT, I meant to say hi to you when you popped in. Sorry about that. Okay, so here's the 5 questions. Now, the first one everybody should know the first one. What's my favorite NFL team? That's question number 1. Question number 2. Hopefully you're writing your answers down. What is my dog's name? I don't talk about him very much. What state do I live in? Is question number 3. When did I start Cashmagnet? What month and what year? I mentioned that a couple of times today. And the last one, the final question is, what is the diet that I am on? And I have actually lost over 30 pounds. Oh, we got a winner. Wow. Brian nailed it. Giving Brian a big clap there. Yeah, Brian nailed it. Brian wins I will put his referral into my account. Give me a second. Brian, do you have your Cashmagnet referral code, Andy? Give me a second. All right. Yeah. Hopefully Brian uses Cashmagnet. You do use Cashmagnet, right, Brian? The big account. You know, actually it's not going to earn very much for the next few days. Just because these phones are, for some weird reason, I used to be able to bypass the 50-hour thing for Cashmagnet, and either they fixed it or these LG G5s do not like it. But I couldn't bypass the 50 hours, and I was bummed out about it. I'm still bummed out about it. So, you know, I'll be kind of curious to see how much it actually makes for you, Brian. And for the, for everybody else too. I was going to show you all. I'm going to show you my big stack of LG G5s when I was putting all the info in them. Will you be adding more phones to this account? I won't, Brian. I am. What I did was what I did was, since I added 52 phones, I split it up. I went 20, 20, and 12. And so with the 20, 20, and 12, I'm just not going to go more than those. If I expand again, which I'm really kind of planning on doing, adding another 52 at some point, I plan on adding more accounts. And Cashmagnet is always said that there is 0 issues with having more than one account. So, give me a second. I'm still trying to there it is. There is the 52 phones. That's those are the ones I got from YY Wireless off of eBay. And I paid, I think, $37, right at $36.99 each. So it was it was expensive. That's almost $2,000 there. So, hey there, Adrian. Brian, do you have that code? Haha. I'm gonna be pissed if I get all the answers right on your big account day. yeah, I could understand that. So maybe you won't be here for it, Brian. Yeah, and Trader Geo got it right after you. Oh, he did not get it. Trader Geo did not get it right. He had the month wrong. So, okay. Let's see. See if I can get this in there right. I will punch that in, otherwise I will forget. S8A or ZU. Oops. Okay. Okay. So I got small s 8A4 capital Z capital U. All right. Enter your referral, please. There you go. Am I missing something here? Oh, there. Input refer. Okay, refer successfully added. There you go, Brian. Congratulations. So, everybody just keep in mind, for once we hit 800, I'll do a show where I'll be giving away another. It might be 11, it might be 12. I don't remember on it. So, just be on the lookout. I'll be giving a heads up on those shows. So, it's not gonna come out of the blue. So, hopefully, Brian, do me a favor and work hard on that one. Yeah, I will. I'll make you a few dollars on it. Like I said, I'll be interested to see, how much it actually gets you. Like right now, it does. It's not doing any watch and installs. So that part's just gonna kind of suck for a few days, and then we'll see. So, on that note, I think I'm gonna run away. I think I'm gonna go have some supper. Have me a salad. Yum yum. So hopefully, yeah. I mean, I don't like doing Friday shows because I know not many people show up, and I know I didn't get out the reminder didn't get sent out, so that didn't help. But that being said, I maybe should have waited on sending that referral out. But hey, It is what it is. I said I was going to do it, and I did it. So, HT, I'm having to buy one phone every month or so. Being unemployed sucks. Yeah, I can understand that. So, okay, anyone know about Buzzbreak Games? The guy to probably talk about Buzzbreak to would be Tech Hustler. And big shout out to him again for passing 10,000 subs. Very proud of him. Good guy. He deserves it. Okay, all. I am going to run away. So I will I'll catch you guys later. I'll try to get up a video on that whole automation thing before Tuesday, before the next live stream. Okay, all. Take care, and I will catch you. Oh, be sure to give me a thumbs up, will you? And be sure to subscribe if you already haven't. And, of course, smash that bell. All right.